in air, better quality in our environment. It takes infrastructure that you will listen from our friends at Elmar that will be here tonight to talk to you about. And it takes companies like us, like ours, that if we have the luck and the fortune that we're able to provide you what we're going to show you tonight. It's been a long journey. This product, when it was first displayed in Quito, Ecuador, we were over there representing Aruba. We were there gathering information because we knew this is important. So it's not about whether it's about the class of car, whether it is how big it is, how powerful it is, or it isn't. This is important because it's about our environment and about our future. And I'm pretty sure that some people can see, for example, the US, the way things are going down over there, and be kind of concerned that for example, the new government is appointing a climate denier as the head of the EPA. I'm pretty sure the Al Gore will see this little island in the middle of the Caribbean, and they will realize, and they will find solace in the fact that we, a small island, have the courage to understand the problem, the wisdom to know what to do about it, and the capability to dream big and bigger. That we can be an example of what needs to be done so we can ensure what's going to happen next to our only home. So this is about not just a car. This is about what we can do starting today. Just to let you just give you this. This is what I need you to think about it when we're talking about this car. All right? Don't think about the features only. Think about the meaning of all this. And I know you understand about it. One of the things about electrical vehicles and alternate power vehicles in general, that they tend to be kind of quirky. They kind of be kind of odd looking in the road. IONIQ needs to change that paradigm, and the goal is to change that paradigm. So you have a styling which is pretty much normal for a road, and yet is able to achieve a drag coefficient of 0.24, which is on par or above anything on its class. And this is important, because when you want to be around, you don't want to be around in a car that looks really weird. Just, let's put it this way, you don't need to do good. You also want to look good when you're doing it, right? So, in that regard, what we have here is a vehicle that is able to harness what is non-styling, that will look normally, look great on the road, and still be able to produce results in terms of aerodynamics. The shape on the side is specifically designed for that end. In general, Everything in this car is done on the surface of styling in the service of function, which is why it's called visual aero. It's a conjunction on both elements. So you will see the big elements, but there are small elements too, because we can go around on the styling of the vehicle. You have the chrome accents on the door on the side. You have the nice LED lights. You have daytime rolling lights in the front. But let me give you just an example. You have the daytime running lights here, which look really nice. But if you get some attention on this part, there's a grill over here. The function of that grill is that it will provide an airflow on the tire side that will avoid drag, avoid a vortex that creates on the tire, and it will help the efficiency and the aerodynamics of the car. So it's not about just function, it's about the function and the style together. It's important because you want to ride in something that we're proud about it, just not only because the way it works, but also because the way it looks. I'm going to bring somebody that knows a lot about this, which is the head of our after sales department. I can tell you this about this car before I introduce you. If you think that the electric cars are steam vehicles, you will be mistaken. This car can do 0 to 100 in 9.8 seconds. It will do it on a electric only platform, which means 0 emissions. And it will do it all in a way that will allow you to drive in a very intuitive manner. It drives nice. And to give you further details, because I know this is a new platform, as I mentioned before, I will bring in our friend from the after sales department, Jan William Rogers.
Good evening and welcome to the IONIQ introductions. And as Hyundai says, new thinking, new possibilities. This is a fully electrical vehicle. To drive electrically, you need a battery, an electrical motor, and you need to charge it. This charging is being done by 2 ports that this vehicle comes with. One is the normal charging port, which is here in the front, and one is the quick charge port, which is in the back, which is open from the inside. Quick charging is provided by a charging stand, and this car can charge to a full charge within 23 minutes if it's given 100 kilowatts charging. A 50 kilowatt charging can charge this car in 30 minutes. The car itself comes with a trickle charger. This trickle charger comes with the car, and you can plug it at home in your household. This trickle charger will charge the battery up 100%, and this may take up to 12 hours, depending on how much drain your battery is. The car itself has an inboard charger. It is there to take the AC power that comes from the outlet at your house and converts it into DC power that goes into the battery. To charge the car is very simple. Just park it, put it in park, you open either of the doors where you want to charge the car, you plug in the charging cable, and charging starts. The amount of charge can be seen within the display of the dashboard. It will tell you what the state of charge of the battery is and how long it will take for the battery to charge. And this can also be seen by 3 lights on the front dashboard. You can leave the car on, you can leave the air conditioning on, and it still will charge. The charging cable, while charging, will lock inside the charging port. So this means that nobody can steal it. You have a button that you can put on auto, and then when the charging is done, it will automatically unlock the cable. If you don't press the button, the cable will be locked, and you need to press it to be able to remove the cable. Now let's talk a little bit about power. This car has a big battery in the back, 1 engine in the front, and only a reduction gear, so it has no transmission, no gearbox. The power is provided through the electromotor, pushing the car either forward or backward. The onboard charger is there to convert the DC voltage from the battery, which is 360 volts, into AC voltage to drive the electromotor. Sorry. The electromotor is a permanent magnet motor. The battery pack looks like an original gasoline tank. Within the battery pack, it consists of 12 modules. There are 6 modules with 6 batteries, and there are 6 modules with 12 batteries, altogether conforming 96 cells. Each of these cells are being monitored continuously with a temperature sensor and a pressure sensor. This is what the cells look like within the battery pack. There's also a service plug that we as technicians can use when we need to make measurements or repairs on the high voltage system. Here you can see the modules that are within the battery pack. This battery, while being charged, can generate some heat. So there is a cooling system. It will take air from the inside of the vehicle and push it through force cooling through the whole battery pack outwards to flaps here in the back. And that's how the whole system works. There's far more detail, but I have no more time to talk about it. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Now, one of the concerns that we always heard about is the delivery of power. We can charge it at home, but we see charging stations when you see online and other places. Fortunately, our friends at Elmar have a plan for that. So in order to give you some information about it, we have our friend from Elmar, Elton Lambert. Elton, please.
Thank you, Rodney. Thank you, Garage Centraal. What a nice car. I love it. I will give you a short presentation about charging stations, what we are doing at the moment, and what it can be and what it can mean for this car. If you can look at the map of Aruba, you can see that if you drive from the lighthouse till the Cerro Colorado, moving to that road, it only takes 37 kilometers. And as Rodney mentioned, the car can go more than 200 kilometers on one charge. So driving issues, having low batteries, no issues. You can go like 4, 5 times around Aruba without any problem. Charging station at the moment, there are some charging stations. This car is fully compliant to all charging stations we have in Aruba right now. The first one is a level 2 charging station that can charge the car in 2-3 hours. And at the Hato location, we have a free charger for the fast charging, Chademo, that can charge the car in 15-20 minutes, depending on the battery, how depleted the battery is. And the good news is we are placing charging stations around the island. So we are planning to have each 5 kilometers of charging stations that you can charge everywhere. The level 2 charging station looks like this. The owner will have like a cable, and it can connect to the charger and to the car. I'm gonna do a demonstration. Rodney mentioned, or the technical mentioned that it can lock at the car, but the charging station lock also the cable at the charger. So nobody can take the cable when you're charging. So you're just plugging into the charger. And that's it. You just charge and put it to the charger, put it to the car, swipe the card, and you can start charging your car. All right, that was a demonstration showing the car charging. It's fully applicable to our system. Thank you very much.
Before to go to the perks slide, because there's more to see here, just a quick note. as he mentioned, you have this option to charge, but every car will come with a back like this. And this is the one that will allow you to plug this vehicle to your wall on 110 volts and allow you to charge it at your home. It'll take 10 to 12 hours to charge from 0 to full, which is very rarely what's going to happen. So you can put this, get to your home, put it to charge, the following morning go to work, and you're done. So, let me put this over here. Because, of course, we talk about the technology, and we thought important for you to understand what is going on with this car, because it's a different perspective of what is the functioning of the vehicle. We talk about the engine, the battery part. We have our friends at them are explaining. But at the end of the day, you want to enjoy the ride. So let's talk about the perks. Hyundai has always been known to prepare and design cars that are extremely intuitive to drive. Just because it's an electric car doesn't mean that they will throw you in a different universe. On the contrary, this car is extremely easy to understand, extremely easy to handle. All the controls are being laid out in a very logical way, so nobody needs to panic, nobody will get lost working and driving the IONIQ. The styling on the interior is clear and defined. And continuing with the theme of conservation, of preservation of the environment, many of the materials used inside, being as luxurious as they are sourced from recycling materials. So we are continuing the tradition not only on the functioning of the car, on the construction of the car also. And of course, as I said, advanced remote control systems will provide you absolute full view of what's happening on your car. Now, as I said, you have many features that you can talk about and you can consider. For example, when you change the speed, you'll not have a shifter. You're gonna have what is called a shift-by-wire system. You place your hand on a pad, very comfortable, and the shifting is done on buttons. Very simple. You will have electronic parking. This car comes with Bluetooth, comes with wireless charging for your phone. So basically, you put your phone on the pad in the vehicle, it will start charging by itself. You have every feature you can see, and very high-end cars are incorporated in this vehicle, because it's not about the good of driving, it's about the pleasure of driving, and this car will provide you both. You have power seats, you have puddle lamps when your car is waiting for you. So basically, you don't need to make compromises when you buy this car. You don't need to expect doing less or having less just because you're driving an electric car. This car will give you everything. And just to give you an example, so you understand that this car is how easy it is to understand. This is the layout of the dashboard, and the complete layout including the lights, the screen part, and you don't need to freak out. It's not gonna be all on at the same time. Don't worry about it. When you see to the left side of the screen, that bar indicates you how you're using your vehicle. So when you're braking, the car recharges the battery by the regenerative system. The car brakes itself, or you're applying the brake, it will regenerate battery. That will cause this blue line to show up. The more you brake, the more regeneration takes place. As you accelerate, the green line will start to go up. If you decide to go full throttle on power like certain people like to do, it will go full wide, which means you're using the battery. But it's okay. That's what the car is there for. And to the right side, you see just an indicator that shows you how much battery is there remaining. There's no complication there, folks. It's simple to understand. There's no magic science that you need to learn to drive this car. Even better, this car gives you the flexibility to drive it the way you want it. There's 3 settings in terms of how it affects the braking capability, the regeneration braking, and the amount of power being delivered to the motor that propels the car. You have the sport mode, you have a normal mode, and you have an eco mode. And it's very easy for you to know which one you're in, because the center of the dashboard changes graphics to show you where you are and what kind of situation you're driving. To your left, you will see the power mode. The center reflects the normal mode, Over here is the eco mode. The information changes. You want to see how fast you're going over there. You want to see how much economy you're getting over here. So the car will tell you what you want to know the way you want to know it. Now, Hyundai has always been known for quality. This company have won numerous awards from the best reviewers, including J.D. Power, Autologica, reviewers in the US and Europe and Asia. Everybody understands the high level of quality in Hyundai. And IONIQ already, we just launched it a couple of months ago. They have 2 Car of the Year awards, one in Sweden and one in France. The French award was given for design, spaciousness, and high quality of the driving. And the Sweden award was for handling characteristic, appealing design, and attractive price. This car handle is great. One of the things that you don't realize, the battery is on the back section and on the lower section in the middle of the car. It's done like that, for example, so the center of gravity is low, so the car goes more stable. Function for purpose. So you have this level of quality that you all guys already know. You see them driving every day. And Hyundai brings that level of quality and craftsmanship to this car. It's available right now at $59,980. And there's better news on it. Banks offering special interest rate specific as an incentive for electric vehicles, which means you might be paying barely $1,087 per month for this kind of vehicle. Keep in mind, you're paying when you own this car, that in terms of consumption for the fuel, for example, an equivalent level on a gasoline engine, you will be spending more or less half of what you spend on a vehicle on gasoline on the electrical power for this vehicle. So you're saving every month. Let me put it this way. So you want to understand more. In terms of what you spend on the vehicle per month, right? We compare with a vehicle, a gasoline engine, on this more or less same spectrum. So we calculate, for example, that a car would go around, let's say 350 florins per month. On a mid-size sedan, this car, in terms of gasoline, will be far cheaper than that. However, we, in Garage Central, for us it's very important to, before providing accurate figures, see how the driving is in Aruba. We drive with more air conditioning. We drive on different conditions. So we are going to be providing all the information as detailed as it is, as we have real testing on our island, because every island is different. And for that, we'd rather be right than be inaccurate. And of course, we are going to back this vehicle up with 5-year warranty, which is 3 years above what we are offering right now for our normal gasoline vehicles. And we do this because we have the confidence that this car has a level of quality that will provide you easy, reliable driving for years to come. So gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, this is the, so as of this point, I invite everybody. We have 3 cars over here, so you can check them out. Go inside them. Ask our sales personnel to give you an overview. You can turn it off, doesn't matter. The cars are in, the keys are in there, and the showroom is locked, so you cannot take them out, sorry. Oh, that's the fun part. If I start and you don't hear, it's jack. Oh, really? Sorry for the ladies. Is that silent enough for you? It's on. It's on. This car is driven by a frictionless engine. It will make no noise whether it's like this. It will make barely any noise while it's driving. This is a silent thing. Thank you very much. I'm glad you appreciate it. And now, a recognition of the pioneering effort and the initiatives for the environment. We would like to offer our Prime Minister Mike Gaiman to be the first one to be able to test drive the IONIQ on launch. We have a special car for you over there, so if you please come with us, we will show you the vehicle. And in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here.